Hello, church. If you heard the announcements last week, we are doing our best here at Holy Trinity, our staff and volunteers, trying to come up with some creative ways to allow for plenty of people for our Holy Week services with plenty of social distancing as well. Some of the things that you'll see, you might have seen an email as well that indicated don't get here too early because you'll have to wait a little bit between services, because as you may have seen, on both Palm Sunday and Easter Sunday, we have 4 services that we'll be doing. We're keeping these services to around an hour. Right now, on the software that we use, they're timed out at 59 minutes. Can we do it? Find out Sunday. Well, some of what we're doing in order to allow these things to happen and to work smoothly without getting too many people in the mix with one another. When you arrive on Sunday, both Easter Sunday and Palm Sunday, this coming Sunday, you will notice coming up the sidewalk as you are entering the check-in area, there will be 4 kiosks with staff and volunteers who are stationed at these kiosks. They'll assist you to sign in if you haven't done so already. If you've never signed in, you're new to our system, that's absolutely fine. You'll find AJ Cluck standing here at this station with a computer ready for you to enter in your information briefly. Once we have you checked in, so again, we do the check-ins mostly for the sake of contact tracing, but also so we can know where our people are, know who's coming back, who's ready to be in worship again. But once you've registered, you're checked in and everything, you'll proceed down the hallway toward the sanctuary. Once you've registered and you've made your way here into the hallway, you'll notice a few things. First, hand sanitizer. We invite you to use this, slather up, be safe, and then proceed on. Here on the tables, we've got a few other things, especially here on Palm Sunday, of course, we'll have palm branches. They won't be shriveled up like this one. This was from last year. No, we're gonna have fresh batches of palm branches for you to gather and to wave your palm branches on high, because we are having a procession this year. We weren't able to last year, but we're doing it this year, by golly. Moving on, with palm branch in hand, you'll grab your bulletin, of course. We have our usual palm crosses with the safety pin. You can grab that on. And we'll keep on moving down because we need to make room for other worshipers who are coming through here. On Sunday, both Palm Sunday and Easter Sunday, you may notice that at the end of this hallway, there will be a rope. It's not that we're trying to be Disney or a movie theater or anything to keep you out from something. We're just trying to maintain some sort of, distancing during things. There could be some worshipers, if you'll notice there are some chairs there in the narthex. There could be some worshipers who are out there who have opted to remain a little bit further in distance for the services, or we're just at capacity and they had to use the overflow. If that's the case, regardless, we wouldn't want to impose on their worship, but also once that service lets out and people are coming through, we don't want to get slowed down, bogged down with so many people there in the narthex. So we're going to ask you to wait here. So there'll be a rope here. We'll have an usher or an elder standing, not standing guard, but just standing here to answer any questions that you might have. We do ask, especially if you see some worshipers there in the narthex, please just stay a little quiet during that time until the service lets out. Once the service begins, we're going to start our procession here. Typically, we've started right outside the doors of the sanctuary, but for the Palm procession this year, we're going to start right here in the narthex, since that's where you'll be, having just checked in and grabbed your palm branches and bulletins. Again, you're welcome to sit in this more spread out area here in the narthex. Hopefully, you get here with plenty of time to still be part of the procession and you'll have a seat. If you don't feel comfortable being part of the procession and gathered around with so many people, we understand. Please talk to an elder or an usher and they'll find you a seat before the service begins. But please don't just take advantage of it because you want to get there before everyone else. That's not how this works, right? So if you need it, use it. If you don't need it, process in with us. It'll be great. Like I said last week, we've got some exciting things happening here at Holy Trinity for Holy Week. We've got services, not only the 4 services on Palm Sunday, we have a Holy Monday service at 6 o'clock. We have a Holy Tuesday service at 6 o'clock. We have a Holy Wednesday service at, you guessed it, 6 o'clock. On Maundy Thursday, we have a noon service, a 6 o'clock service. Those services are both around 35 minutes in length. We have our 7:15 Fuller Communion service as well. On Good Friday, we have a few special services as well. At noon, we have our Treor service, which is a 3-hour service. I know it's long, but the 3-hour service, it corresponds to the 3 hours Christ was on the cross. We have various pastors from the LCMS, from the Oklahoma City area, who will be preaching on the 7 words from the cross. With it being this 3-hour service, those 7 words, the service is broken up into 7 segments. So come and go as you please in between the segments. We invite you to be here. It'll be online as well, but we would love to have you in person, of course. At 6 o'clock on Good Friday, we will have an abbreviated Tenebrae service. We'll have our fuller Tenebrae service, what you typically would see at the 7:15 service at, 7:15. So we hope to have you there for that. A word about the Tenebrae service. The office of Tenebrae, it refers to the shadows. Just as we welcomed Christ, the light of the world, on Christmas morning, on Good Friday, we start to dim the lights. The lights go out. With each successive word from the cross read, a candle is taken out until eventually the Christ candle is removed from the sanctuary, signifying Christ, the light of the world, dying and being placed in the tomb. So with this service of shadows, it will get dark in here, but it's a really beautiful thing that we're doing with Holy Week. Each of those services on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they correspond to services that the church has used for centuries, for years, in looking at different times of the day. So the order of Vespers on Monday evening is sort of an early evening service is what it was designed for. We have the service of evening prayer on Holy Tuesday, so a little bit later in the night. On Holy Wednesday, we have the order of Compline, so it's a special service there. So gradually, we're going from lighter to darker in terms of the light. And then we get to Good Friday, where we have the office of Tenebrae and it gets pitch black. But it doesn't stay that pitch black, because we get to say something special. Christ is risen. He is risen. Don't say it. We're not there yet. But you'll get to say it on Easter Sunday, when this place, it is going to light up. And it's going to be full of life. You'll notice all the chairs we have there in the back. Again, use your best judgment in sitting where you want to sit. But we have plenty of seats. We believe we can get safely 300 or so between the sanctuary and the narthex and the overflow seating that's also in room 111. One final thing to let you know about, and that is the Easter sunrise service, which will be held at the Mission House. Again, it's held at the Mission House. Typically, we've had it at the Bell Tower. This year, because we've got the Mission House, we've got that open yard, we're going to try something different. The vicar's going to lead us in the sunrise service there at the Mission House. So I hope to see you there at the Mission House at 6:30 in the morning. And it's been a while since we've had donuts, and I know that I'll be having a hankering for something to eat between the 6:30 service at the Mission House and the 8:15 service here in the traditional sanctuary. So guess what? If you want donuts, they'll be at the Mission House. Hope to see you there at any of our services, the 4 services on Palm Sunday, any of our other Holy Week services. We have Easter Vigil on Saturday at 7:15 and the 4 services on Easter Sunday. God's blessings. Isn't it exciting to be able to worship in God's house again?